The summer sun beat down on Willow Creek, where the air buzzed with tension thicker than the humidity. Sarah Thompson stood in her backyard, her hands trembling as she gripped a stack of medical papers. The clothesline, strung with her hand-dyed linens, swayed gently, a quiet rebellion against the HOA's latest decree. To Sarah, it wasn't just a clothesline. It was her lifeline, a therapeutic ritual prescribed by her doctor to manage the crippling anxiety that had shadowed her since her husband's death. The rhythmic act of hanging clothes, the feel of fabric under her fingers, grounded her when the world felt like it was unraveling. Across the fence, Karen Whitaker, the HOA president, stood with arms crossed, her face a mask of indignation. "This eyesore violates our community standards," she snapped, waving a printed rulebook. "Take it down or you're fined." Her voice carried the weight of someone who thrived on control, oblivious to Sarah's private battles. Neighbors peeked from windows, drawn to the escalating drama like moths to a flame. Sarah's heart raced, but she stood taller. "It's not about aesthetics, Karen. It's medical. My therapist prescribed this to keep me stable." Her voice cracked, raw with vulnerability, but Karen scoffed. "Excuses don't change rules." The confrontation drew a crowd. Mike, the community mediator, stepped in, his face etched with discomfort. "Let's talk this out," he urged, but Karen's accusations drowned him out. "She's making a mockery of our neighborhood," she shouted, pointing at the clothesline as if it were a crime scene. Sarah's eyes burned with tears, but she held her ground. "You don't get it. This keeps me alive. You're not just attacking my yard, you're attacking my survival." The crowd murmured, some nodding in empathy, others whispering in support of Karen's rigid order. The argument spiraled, voices overlapping in a crescendo of hurt and misunderstanding. Sarah's pain clashed with Karen's inflexibility, each word a spark in a powder keg of community tension. Mike pleaded for calm, but the rift was too deep. Sarah's hands shook as she thrust her medical documents forward. "Read it. It's not a choice, it's a necessity." Karen's eyes flickered with doubt, but pride held her firm. "Rules are rules," she muttered, turning away. The crowd dispersed, leaving Sarah alone with her clothesline, the weight of judgment heavier than ever. Days later, the HOA issued a fine. Sarah, drained but defiant, refused to comply. The clothesline stayed, a symbol of her fight for healing. But the community's whispers grew louder, splitting neighbors into factions, those who saw Sarah's struggle and those who clung to uniformity. The tension simmered until tragedy struck. Exhausted by the relentless pressure, Sarah's health faltered. One quiet morning, she collapsed, her heart unable to bear the strain. The clothesline stood empty, swaying in the breeze, a silent testament to a battle lost. The neighborhood fell into stunned silence. Karen, faced with the cost of her rigidity, retreated into guilt. The community mourned, grappling with the price of their division. Sarah's clothesline, once a point of contention, became a symbol of resilience and the human cost of unyielding rules. Her story lingered, a bitter reminder that compassion often drowns in the noise of conflict. What would you have done in Sarah's place, fight or fold? How do we balance community standards with personal struggles?